Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Flagler Weather Info video brief. Just a reminder that all the data that we use comes from the National Weather Service office in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, just another day in Flagler County that was almost like summer, even though it started off a little cool. There was some patchy fog this morning. Any fog that managed to hang on through the sunrise hour burned off quickly. Temperatures, however, recovered quickly with strong sunshine. Lows in the mid-50s inland and near 60 at the beaches quickly got into the 70s by the afternoon. Highs generally 75 to 79 inland, 71 to 75 right along the coastal locations of Flagler County. Now looking at the weather map, we did notice some high thin clouds moving into the region in the afternoon. Now let me just talk about those high clouds for a minute. That's what kept the temperatures from getting into the 80s today. Those clouds beginning to cut off that sunshine. Those clouds are associated with some upper level disturbances that are moving across the region. Aside from that, a large high pressure system continues to sit out in the Atlantic Ocean that is providing a southeast wind flow right across the region, and that southeast wind flow is bringing in nice warm juicy air from the tropics right over Flagler County, and it looks like that high pressure is going to kind of hang out for a few more days. Looking further ahead, a cold front is expected to get into the area maybe Wednesday, Thursday. However, it is going to be a very weak front. As that front settles into the area, it will bring temperatures back down to normal levels by the end of the week. However, that front is expected to stall and be a focusing point for several disturbances, and maybe even a low pressure system or two may develop off that front. That'll increase our rain chances by the end of the week, maybe make things even more so wet by this weekend. We just don't know how it's all going to play out yet, so we got plenty of time to watch that. Let's take a look at our forecast though for tonight and tomorrow. For tonight, expect generally high thin clouds, some occasional thicker high clouds. Aside from that, maybe some fog late night tonight between midnight and sunrise, though we don't expect as much fog as nights previous. Winds will be out of the southeast at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Those winds decreasing a little bit overnight. Depending how long those winds hang on will determine how much fog manages to develop, if any at all, late tonight. Lows generally around the 60-degree mark, some locations in the upper 50s, some locations in the lower 60s, especially warmer near the beaches and cooler inland. For Monday, expect generally fair skies with some morning fog. Otherwise, expect partly cloudy skies, most of that partly cloudiness occurring at the higher levels of the atmosphere, with those high clouds persisting off and on all day long. Those high clouds will keep the temperatures from getting too warm, with high temperatures generally getting into the 70s once again, maybe a high between 75 and 78 degrees inland and the lower 70s at the beaches. Winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Monday night, again off and on high cloudiness, otherwise expect maybe some fog developing late. Lows generally in the 50s, mid to upper 50s, lower 60s. Of course, warmer at the beaches, cooler inland. Looking at Tuesday, another rerun of the last several days where it gets up into the 70s once again under partly cloudy skies. May see some clouds increasing further late Tuesday. Lows Tuesday night generally in the 50s to 60s. Wednesday, a slight chance of a shower, but definitely some increased cloudiness. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 60s to 50s. And then Thursday and Friday, really iffy at this point. We're going to call it variable cloudiness with increasing chances of rain. Thursday through Saturday does not mean it's going to rain that entire length of time. This means our rain chances will be increasing through that period of time. Highs generally in the 60s to 70s, lows generally in the 50s. And it might get rather breezy towards the end of the week with gusty onshore winds out of the northeast at maybe 10 to 25 miles an hour. So we'll have to watch and see how that plays out as well. Looking at the beaches, the surf is running 2 to 3 feet, a few bigger waves out there. Surf temperature about 61 degrees. For folks, thank you for watching us today. Be sure to tell your friends about us, share our forecasts, and share our videos on Facebook. Thank you very much, and have a great day.